everybody, it's Linnea here for icrafter to show off the folded maple leaf die set. Now this die set has 3 dies. The one large die is going to create your folded maple leaf, and then there's also a happy autumn sentiment. This die set would be great to use in home decor projects or in place settings for Thanksgiving. I think that would be really cute. Today I'm just going to show you how to assemble this, and then I'm going to put a couple of them onto a card. So I'm going to start by die cutting the folded maple leaf. You only need 1 die cut for each maple leaf that you want to create. I want to create 2, so I cut from white cardstock. Now I do recommend that you cut from lighter weight cardstock. Since we're going to be doing some folding, it's easier to fold on the lighter weight cardstock, but you can use whatever you have. You can even cut from pattern paper. I cut from white cardstock so that I could do some ink blending. And I'm going to start by ink blending a dark brown ink, and then I used a light brown ink, an orange ink, and a yellow ink. And I am using my iBrush blender brushes. It's okay if the ink looks splotchy, because these are going to get folded up, and no leaf in real life is perfect. So I kind of think that the splotchiness of the ink blending makes these look more realistic. And my ink is only splotchy because I use lightweight cardstock, and it's not the best for ink blending, but like I said, nobody will be able to tell in the end. Okay, so to assemble the folded maple leaf, all you have to do is fold it up. So I'm going to start by accordion folding or mountain and valley folding, whatever you want to call it. I started by folding back and then forward and back and then forward all the way up this maple leaf. The only tricky part is right here in the middle where there's kind of the little edges that hang over, and so there's just a small score line. But this really is easy to accordion fold all the way up to the top. I'm using my iPress burnisher to reinforce those folds. And then once I have this accordion folded, I am going to fold right up the center. There's also a center score line. So if you wanted to, you could score that first, kind of going vertically down the card before you do your horizontal accordion folds. But what I like to do is just use my iPress burnisher and stick that in between the folds and really crease and flatten that out. Then you want to run adhesive along that very largest fold. So it's actually the bottom as you're looking at the die cut. And then pinch that together. And I like to grab my iGrip flathead tweezers and hold those in place just for a minute while my adhesive dries. I did that a second time with my second maple leaf, and here they are all finished. I also die cut the Happy Autumn sentiment from white cardstock and did some red ink blending on the bottom. Now you could do anything you want for stems. In fact, these leaves don't even have to have stems. You could leave them as is. You could cut little pieces of cardstock, or if you have some craft wire, you could twirl that around and create a fun little stem. I used a skinny paintbrush to create some swirls in my stem. And you can just adhere this to the back of the leaf, but in order for it to make sure that it stayed, I decided to put it through the cardstock. Right where those edges fold up and we adhered the maple leaf together, there's kind of a little tiny hole, definitely big enough for a wire to go through. So I poked my curled wire through there and folded it over, and that way I actually had 2 little pieces of ribbon or wire twirls for each leaf. By poking it through, I had a curl coming out the top and one coming out of the back. So I'll repeat that with my second maple leaf, and now those curls are adhered onto there perfectly. I have some red polka dotted pattern paper that I thought looked really cute with these maple leaves, and I messed around with the arrangement on a slimline card for a really long time before I finally decided that I just didn't like it. So I cut it down. I cut it down to about a 4-inch square card, and then I'm just going to arrange these folded maple leaves and the sentiment right on top. You can use any adhesive you have on hand, but I really recommend liquid adhesive because then you can put your adhesive on the mountain folds on the back of the leaf and just run your liquid adhesive right up the lines. The parts of the folded cardstock that are going to touch your paper is the only place you really need to add your adhesive. So I find liquid adhesive is easiest for this. And then I'm going to just place them onto my card and put something heavy on top of them, like an acrylic block or my cell phone. Then I'll adhere my Happy Autumn sentiment as well as some pearls, and this card is finished. I hope that you've enjoyed this look at the folded maple leaf die set. Remember that you can always go to the icrafter website for more inspiration, as well as to the icrafter YouTube channel for more video tutorials. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you again soon. Bye!